Highly requested video here. We got a full day of eating. It's a full day of eating in one sitting because nothing's changed, guys. I still do the one meal a day thing. It's different now. On the carnivorous diet, we're trying to cut out the carbs. It's definitely not a true carnivorous diet, but the biggest difference now is I am a men's true novice physique competitor now for a competition in my hometown. It's the Lee Haney Games 2020. I'm gonna show you guys what I'm gonna be eating in preparation. We're not doing anything fancy today, no cooking. You know, I cooked yesterday, I cooked these ribeyes, and then the day before that, I slow cooked these really good ribs. I mean, they're not as salty as they could be because I was spraying it down and basically, I guess it dripped off, but these slow cooked ribs, cooked them for 5 hours, nice and tender. And I didn't use barbecue sauce, guys. I always put barbecue sauce on the big back ribs. I'm dedicated now. I'm cutting them carbs out, trying to get my visceral fat down, trying to get that conditioning. So you guys know I'm like a month off from my injury. I just started training again like a week and a half ago, and it really hasn't been the smoothest ride. I'm feeling confident enough, I'm feeling lean enough to dive into this competition, my first competition ever. I've always been against competitions. Everyone's always asked me, should I do it? Well, now I'm doing it, and this is what I'm eating, so you guys get to find out. 4 strips of ribeye in here, couldn't finish yesterday. And then I've got a full rack of ribs here. So we're gonna cook it in the New Wave. Really good for reheating leftovers. It just crisps them up nice and, you know, like it was cooked the day of. Probably just gonna heat them up for what, 15 minutes on the low heat. I'll probably do like, what, 300 degrees? Got around 300. See you guys in the next clip. As we're waiting for the rack of ribs to heat up, I am going to MyFitnessPal and I'm gonna do my due diligence. I am going to plug in the macros before I even eat them. This is going to deter me from overeating or just eating stuff that I'm not planning for, because I'm technically planning ahead of the time before I put any food in my stomach. So right now I'm going to type in USDA ribeye, and I like to go to ounces, and I'm going to hit 2.5 ounces for those 4 strips of ribeye. Typically, if it's more meat, I will weigh it out. So now we are going to type in baby back. All right, so we got the ribs. I'm thinking maybe 10 ribs. We will adjust it when we count the bones. 1,100 calories, y'all. Boom. So we're at 1,300 calories. I'm not really going for 1,800. Just have that set there all the time. And finally, we're going to put 2 scoops of protein. Boom. 1,500 calories, y'all. So basically, I'm just gonna cut down, try to get really lean. I'm already pretty lean today. Probably the leanest I've been all year round. But just because I'm at that really lean point doesn't mean I can't pump back up through a carb cycling or adding like tri-carb. It's a One Up Nutrition supplement that has about 20 grams of carbs in it, and that'll definitely pump me up. Since I'm doing the carnivorous diet, when I do want to get into that like maintenance surplus area, I'm just gonna be eating like ribeye and, you know, really fatty things like burger patties and bacon to get my overall calories up, and that extra fat is going to help me push through the workouts. It's going to give me the energy that I'm looking for, and obviously the protein is going to be sufficient. So we're only at 150 grams of protein right now, and you know, that's okay with me right now. Like I said, we're just going to try something out, get lean first, pump up, and then get back to getting lean again right before the competition. All right, guys, I've been waiting all day to eat this. 6:20 p.m. Yesterday I finished eating around like 10 p.m. So you do the math. Oh yeah. Spark going. I just put it at 250 by the end of it, just to mimic the slow cooking of the charcoal grill. But yeah, guys, looks just like it just came off the grill. I got my strips of steak heated up, and guys, like, look how ripped I am before I eat. Like, after you eat, like, the stomach will definitely increase. All right, guys, it's been a while. It's got this new setup. Yo, this steak was good. I got so many steaks ready. I mean, it's just the steak life chose me, man. The thing about the carnivorous diet, I can't do all that fat, man. The fat is just like gnarly on the ribeye. And the more research I do, they be eating the fat raw. Imagine doing that. Oh, if I freaking tried to eat raw fat, oh my god, I would definitely gag. So the thing with steak, if you get like a top sirloin, it's not going to be juicy and it's not going to be as flavorful as the ribeye. The fat, the marbling of the fat running throughout the meat, it's just like making my mouth water right now. It's just so greasy and fattening, or fatty, that my mouth is just salivating. But a top sirloin is very different. It's going to have juice, but it's not going to have that greasy, satiating, really tasty effect of the ribeye. And this is exactly what we're going to use to get more energy since we're avoiding carbs. The fat is where it's at. Remember that. And you don't want to heat it up too long. See how I still got that medium there? That thin ass strip. It's just so filling, guys. Like, the nutrition partitioning right now is going on like crazy. I got taurine, creatine, BCAAs, I got fatty acids, omega-3s. Beef is filled with nutrition, guys. You guys might be wondering, like, where does the nutrition come from if this guy's not gonna eat vegetables? Well, the cow absorbs like nitrate, phosphate, all these minerals from the ground, from the soil, and that turns into protein, and we're actually getting a super concentrated, condensed version versus eating plants, because plants, you gotta eat a shit ton. High volume eating takes a long time, whereas I can eat 4 strips of ribeye and get just tenfold the amount of nutrition as maybe a whole bag of celery. So, and quite honestly, I wasn't eating as much vegetables as I should have before anyway. Am I drooling right now? I'm telling you, man, the way I cook this steak is on point. I'm like salivating the whole time I'm eating this. Where I put salt, pepper, Montreal steak seasoning, ultra high heat, 4 minutes per side. Can't go wrong. See how convenient this is, guys? I already got my calories figured out. I'm just gonna eat this, make my protein shake, and we're done. Oh, pro tip, don't cut all your ribs after you make them, because now you basically have a new rib. Like, right when you cut in, it's still juicy and decently new. You know what I mean? Like, if I heated up all these ribs and it was already cut up, the reheat would have been like super dry. Basically, like, I got a fresh dry rub on this again because I put it in the air fryer. Yo, check out these ribs. You see that juice right there? These smoke rings? These are some fresh ass ribs. Best freaking reheated leftovers I've ever had. You just put it at the same temperature as the slow cooked ribs, and essentially I just added another 15 minutes to the whole 5 hours. You know, it's just like, it's freaking science. Enjoying life, honestly. They're like, oh my god, I can't wait to eat like a donut or a steak or some ribs. I'm like,
Bro, I'm already doing that. Honestly, it helps the muscle. Check that shit. I'm the happiest bodybuilding competitor ever. You guys are like, this guy's not gonna win eating like this. Yeah, I'm not gonna win at all. I'm going up against a bunch of dudes that are on like a bunch of steroids. On Tren, Clen, Anavar, D-Bowl, and probably some orals. I'm telling you guys, it gets complex. You think bodybuilding in general, like just the natural dynamics of, you know, nutrition and exercise is difficult? These guys are like freaking scientists, legit. But you know, I'm keeping it simple. I'm like, I'm gonna eat more today. You know? Oh man. So let's count these ribs. 3, 6, 7. So I definitely gotta recalculate my MyFitnessPal stats, and I might have to eat more. I mean, obviously I have to eat more because I'm eating less. I'm eating like 3 ribs less than I suspected. Thinking like an extra burger patty or 2 after this. I'm getting pretty satiated now. It's because like the only way to fire off those receptors and tell your brain and your body that you're full is reaching a certain protein threshold. So if you get all your protein in first and strategize like that, you're gonna get full quicker and you're gonna be less likely to overeat and binge on random stuff. Like if I started eating chocolate and just random things like, what do I have in here? Ferrero Rochers. I would just go on a rampage and continuously find things that have sugar and carbs in it. And that's just the way the body works. So if you know you need to be on point, if you got a vacation or a beach to go to, eat the protein first. Don't eat the carbs all day. Don't eat that donut at work for sure. It's just gonna set you off on this bad route for the whole entire day. And think about doing this multiple times a week. You're just going to just not look so good. All right, so back to the drawing board, which is MyFitnessPal. Going to adjust these ribs. Boom, 770 calories. So I'm at 1,188. We're just gonna add some quick and easy burger patties. What is this? Quick and eat. You can find them at Costco. Freaking awesome Angus beef choice burger patties. And we're going to do 3 scoops of protein today. How about that? There we go, 1,600 calories. I'm liking that. And then we're gonna check the macros. All right, and the macros are looking good. 170 grams of protein. Dope. And 18 grams of carbs. That's cutting carbs, y'all. Check it out, guys. The quick and eat burger patty. 1 minute on each side, that's all it takes. Right here, I got my 1UP ISO, only 109 calories. I got 3 scoops in here. Really good protein, it's one of my favorite flavors. Can't go wrong with strawberry. Basically, I'm just gonna eat this burger patty and drink this protein shake and call it a day. No more calories, except for my vitamins. This is what I'll be taking for my vitamins, you know, vitamin C, calcium, and the adult multivitamins. Obviously, these are carbs, but you know, just a couple carbs. But anyways, guys, appreciate y'all. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys very soon. Peace.